Hey, it's Christine, and today we're talking about quantum leaping. So exciting. So there's this, I don't know if it's a theory, quantum physics, where an atom, so the smallest molecule that we know of, I guess, can just jump almost like space travel to some other location or some other thing instantly. Whereas you would think that the atom would, slowly progress to that second area. Here's a better explanation of it. This is from U Squared. It's a very short book, but it's so good, by Price Pritchett, PhD. So a very smart, intellectual guy. And it's all about quantum jumping, and instead of progressively transforming into the new version of you, just jumping into the new version of you. Like, come from someone who's earning $50,000 a year to jumping to someone that earns $800,000 a year. Like, instantly. So how's that done? Well, anyway, here's a definition. This is from Fred Allen Wolf, his award-winning book titled Taking the Quantum Leap. So this describes the term of what a quantum leap is. It's the explosive jump that a particle of matter undergoes in moving from one place to another. In a figurative sense, taking the quantum leap means taking a risk, going off into an uncharted territory with no guide to follow. And I wanted to just read this paragraph because I thought it was really good at explaining, like, maybe how to do it, but more like what you need to be aware of in order to create this quantum leap in your life. So it says, quantum leaps require paradoxical behavior, unusual moves, actions that on the surface often seem to contradict common sense. So it goes against common sense. It goes against the tradition of progressively moving towards your desire. You just instantly and almost chaotically just jump right into the new version of you. Like, not just up-level yourself gradually, just boom, take that huge jump. As human beings, though, we ordinarily go with the obvious. We fall into the habit of relying on behaviors that seem to have worked best for us over the years. When we take an approach that seems to be very serviceable and which enables us to perform well and succeed, we become very attached to it. We don't readily relinquish that habit pattern. In fact, there's a tendency to follow our favorite approach more and more often, such that we get better and better at handling things that particular way. So what I got out of this was, there's a tendency for us humans to rely on our habits. This is falling down. All right. So we rely on habits because in the past we've seen what works and what doesn't. So if something worked for us in the past, we're like, oh, if we want to keep succeeding, we do that and we get a little bit better at it, right? Seems logical, common sense. And what he's saying is, go radical. Like, completely change your behavior, even if you think it's nuts. And it goes more into details in the book about, changing those behavior patterns so that you do create that quantum leap into the next version of you. And what I like about it is it kind of goes into like the action part of it, like changing your behaviors. But how do you change your behaviors? You change your internal thoughts, which create those behaviors and those actions, right? So coming back to Neville Goddard, where he says, if you want to create something, you got to start internally. Actually, he said the only way to change is to start internally, which I do agree with. Because if you do take action and you're still in your old mindset, then the action it's just not going to produce the same results that you would get if you change your internal state first. And Neville Goddard also says that you don't even really have to take any action, because once you change your internal thoughts, the action will just be automatic. Like your subconscious mind will like act on it without even needing direction. It'll just be like you're unconsciously just doing the actions of the new version of you. So, what kind of quantum leap do you want to take? You want to make more money? You want to create your dream body? Do you want to change your appearance somehow? Do you want to find a relationship or a better relationship or improve relationships? You kind of need to know where you're going first. Like, what is the end of this quantum leap that I'm doing? How is it different than where I currently am? And most importantly, when I've jumped and made this quantum leap into the new desired version of me, what are the thoughts that I think in that new reality? So let's say I'm someone that makes $50,000 a year salary, and I want to jump into my own business and make $500,000 a year. So what is that? Is that 10 times I'm 10 timesing myself. If my math is correct, I don't know. I'm thinking on the fly. All right. So at $50,000, I would think, I'm doing all right. It's pretty good money. Working hard. I'm trying to, build up. Maybe I'm working at like a corporate office and, things are going good. I'm feeling somewhat stable, able to pay my bills. But if I'm the version of me that has my own business making $500,000 a year, my thoughts would be, damn, I'm good at this. Wow, okay. People are really enjoying my business opportunity. I am very confident myself. I am very valuable. What I say and what I do inspires people. I'm at the top of my game. There's more for me. I just feel ease. Like, this is good. I'm good at this. I'm good at overcoming challenges. I'm taking on a lot, but it's easy for me. Or I know what to do. I feel confident. And my business is growing. See how there's like very different thought patterns? And what Neville Goddard says is just keep affirming, repetition, repeating the thoughts of the person that has the $500,000 business over and over, so that it kind of drowns out the version that's making $50,000 and drowns out those thought patterns. And before you know it, opportunities start showing up, people start coming. Your whole world changes when your self-concept changes. And I find the easiest way to do it is just, you're thinking all day, change your thoughts. Even if it feels like it's pretend and you may not even believe it, if you're repeating it and consistently for like months, maybe even a year or years, who cares when it happens? It's gonna happen. And how do you quantum leap into that even faster, right? I'm not an expert on quantum leaping from 50,000 to 500,000, but I have done some pretty cool quantum leaping in some areas of my life. And I would say, if you can ignore your 3D world as best you can, or just not even ignore it, because then that feels like you're pushing it away. Just be like, oh, that's old news. 3D is the old version of me. I see that playing out. It's okay. It's okay. Just be easy about it, right? And just flood your mind with, I'm a business owner that makes $500,000. I make $500,000. It's easy. I have so much money. I have plenty of money. All my bills are taken care of. Or whatever affirmations resonate with you. And just repeat those and saturate your mind with those. It would be amazing to see all the changes that come so fast when you can saturate your mind. Yeah. Tell me what kind of quantum leap you want to make and what thoughts come up when you imagine that. So it's about the thoughts. Don't worry about like the feeling, because people get caught up on like, oh, I'm not feeling it. I'm not like happy. I don't know. I've manifested things that I didn't feel it. Like I was just repeating the thought over and over, and then it happened. And sometimes I didn't even believe if I could manifest it, and then it happened. So you don't really need a feeling, and you don't need belief. You just need the thoughts. Get the thoughts going. Keep it easy. Keep it easy. We're thinking all day long, so if you could just change those thoughts, that would be like the perfect first step. Like just simple, keep it clean, change the thoughts all day long as best you can. Saturate your mind. Be that person. I'm getting all kinds of ideas now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.